Hi y'all, Black Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. I don't remember what we take. Clear the area. Alright. What's my inventory look like? Oh, we got a little bit of junk in here. Oh, right, because I was making, that, chili dog. Which isn't bad. $53 food. Although you do have to have a can of chili. Oh, we don't need to run this. Well, I finished the shield. Um, I liked it. I liked the end of it, for the most part. Um, I feel like, you know, there was one thing in there that irritated me a little bit. Uh, I mean, the show's pretty good. It's not great, but after it got going, it smoothed out pretty good for the later seasons. I feel like the first season was trying too hard to be titillating, I guess, and because that was from the era of like, what was the name of that cop show? Hill Street Blues, I think is what it was. That was like pushing the edges of what was allowed on TV. Um, and so it felt like it was trying to cash in a little bit on that, and um, oh, this is like a baby place. This is a one skull place. Oh, gall. I say that and then immediately get smacked in the face by a vulture that I didn't even see. Well, there might be a... Okay, no. I thought for a second that was a dog kennel. It's like, never mind, this is the worst place. Vultures and dogs, woof. In fact, this is such a baby place. There's only a few little dots on the screen. They must be up the tower. Oh, maybe not. There's gotta be some people up the tower. One forge book. Woo! Um, but yeah, it's it got better as it went on, and they got more. I like a continuing storyline, and I'm not the biggest fan of purely episodic content, and so it was nice when they got more into the story um, and you could follow along with an actual story. Um, Beer no longer blurs your vision, and your buzz lasts twice as long. Interesting. I never use that stuff. Maybe since it doesn't blur my vision, I'll try it out. Oh, we do got a big guy in here. Listen, guys, I'm trying to. Oh, what's that? Uh. Oh. Daily quest progression limit has been reached. We continue to take and complete quests, but they will no longer count towards your quest tier progression. Oh. That's Sniper 3. Headshots have a chance to stun and a greater chance to dismember. Vehicle adventures. Ooh, a forge book. You unlock workstations. Tier 2 gatherer. What does that mean? But yeah, it's spoilers for their shield, I guess. It had a decent enough ending. I would have liked the one guy to maybe have gotten away. Um, I don't. I feel like the one character Ronnie. You know what? You know what? I thought for a second because I don't think I'd ever seen the end of the Shield before. I think I stopped the. I think the seventh and final season must have come out. Um, when I had stopped watching TV shows, and so I didn't know how it was going to end. And I'd like to have seen Ronnie maybe get away. Uh, I I thought for a second he was going to be an undercover agent the whole time. Uh, but yeah, that didn't happen. And I'm a little. I mean, I have no idea how police stuff really works, so I was a little surprised they were able to use um the main character Vic's confession to the FBI as evidence against Ronnie because the confession was for immunity. But, it is what it is. All right, what are we getting today? We got vitamins,
Good morning. There's no
bullets,
goddamn
automatic
dog.
weapons, volume 2. But I already read this, right? Isn't that what that little symbol there means? Um, let's take bullets. Okay. Oh, we still don't have enough stuff to unlock. All right, let's do a
I don't
Beard
know why,
Supplies.
but maybe I'll change my mind if you do
One of my
say
couriers
so.
had a little run-in with Cassandra, with a Cassador lackey. I can read. He was able to lose him, but he had to bury the shipment. Okay, wow, he had to bury the shipment. He had plenty of time to bury the shipment and make it look like it wasn't there. That's impressive. I'm only interested in our supplies. You can keep the rest of the loot. Be warned, the courier isn't playing with full decks, so the mark on the map may be a little off. Don't forget, you're going to need a shovel.
Just stand there
I got a
and don't
shovel.
flop your ass. Get the job done.
I'm going, dude. Oh, you got visitors. Oh, you got a lot of visitors. We got a horde. It's a little guy, but it's still a horde. Yeah, the one thing that really irritated me at the end, like really irritated me, was you got this storyline where they're trying to I'm trying to remember exactly what they were trying to do. It was a mess. All right, the stuff going down was a mess. They had multiple gangs and multiple gang leaders, and they were trying to force Vic out of the police, and Vic was trying to get in on a Vic was actually trying to run his stuff clean at that point. Cripple him. Oh yeah, I don't really use that. Another vehicle adventures. And a medical journal. Um okay, what's my inventory look like? I think I got enough room to dig. So they found out that the one bad guy had a box of blackmail material. And so they were trying to get that back. And the blackmail material was on a lot of different people. And so they were trying to use the blackmail material as bargaining chips for Vic to keep his job. But every single person betrays Vic. Um, and I mean, to be fair, most of the people he was trying to work with, right, couldn't overcome his eviler days at the beginning of the show. But you know, some of the people toward the end were like the FBI, and so there's this one woman from the FBI who's got blackmail material in this box, right? And so she's all freaking out working with Vic trying to get this box back. Um, but she's trying to get it back through illegal means, right? She doesn't want anyone to know that she's in the box. And so they're trying to get it back. And Vic does a lot of stuff to get that box back and get the information on her back. And in fact, they pull the information on her out of the box. And so he has to go out of his way to get that information away from the bad guys on her. And so he's doing that so that she will, give him a shot at this FBI anti-crime, anti-drugs or is it FBI? It might be ICE. ICE is weird in this show. ICE is like the DEA for some reason. I don't know how ICE used to operate, but in this show they're like the DEA, and uh, I mean this was pre getting wrapped up into Department of Homeland Security stuff, right? And I think maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember when the Shield took place, but so that's fine, right? And what I'd expect from the show, like, right? Everybody's crooked in that show, and I mean, I don't think there's one cop on that show who doesn't do things that aren't shady. I mean, not as bad as Vic, right? They're not going around killing people, but everybody's been in the rules and lying, and you know. But this woman is like in on Vic, hunting these people down, torturing them, whatever, trying to get her information back. And then at the end of the show, she acts all self-righteous, like she never did anything wrong, and hates Vic just out of the blue. When he starts confessing the things that he, oh, you know what's right there. When he starts confessing the things that he had done so that he can get immunity for him. And I was just like, what is going on with this woman? Why is she so angry all of a sudden? I don't understand. She knew what he was doing. She knew he was killing people. She knew he was torturing people. What is, like, okay, she did know that he killed the one cartel leader, okay? She didn't know that. Fine. She didn't know that he shot an undercover cop, which is how the show started. Fine. But she knew a lot of the other stuff he was doing. And so it was crazy to me. Use a sledgehammer. How angry she just turned. And then she's like, I feel like she was probably responsible for his buddy Ronnie going to jail. Because she wouldn't go to bat for him to get immunity like Vic had. And Vic only did that because they turned his wife or his ex-wife against him. She was a little all over the place too in the show. I don't quite understand why she acted like Vic was gonna hurt her and her kids. He never really did any. I mean, there was like one scene where he like grabbed his daughter and yelled at her. But he didn't do anything but, you know, grab her and say, you know, you shouldn't be
Jack, I'd shake your hand, but
knocking your mother down, kind of thing.
the way you smell.
Give me these, I guess. All right. Well, let's grab another one, and then we'll head out to unload. Let's do a. Do I want to clear the zombies, or do I want to fetch at the old creepy church? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Tired of eating out of dumpsters, and well, don't just stand there with your thumb up your ass. Go do the goddamn job.
I'm going. But yeah, I like the end of it for the most part. Just I don't understand why that woman was so mad. I can understand if she was like thought he was a good cop, or if something he had done had had affected her career in a negative way. But dude, he went out of his way to get the blackmail material for her. Like, I just if it had been the other FBI agent, I could totally understand, right? I could totally understand if her superior had been like, oh, wow, we shouldn't have given this guy immunity. But no, this was someone who was embroiled in what he was doing. Um, so yeah, I didn't understand that, but yeah, no, I enjoyed it for the most part. Uh, and I watched I watched something. What did I watch? I watched a couple of things. I watched Ready or Not. I think was that yesterday. That might have been Thursday. Um, I ended up getting done with work a little earlier than normal this week, and okay, I say earlier than normal. No, that's true. I ended up getting everything wrapped up on Thursday, but I also ended up like getting home at a decent hour, um, which is rare. A couple of nights this week, and so I ended up vegging out and watching a movie. Uh, I do not remember what the other movie I watched though was, but I ended up watching Ready or Not, and I thought that one was all right. I wouldn't say it was good. Uh, but it was enjoyable. It was spoilers for Ready or Not. It was a weird. I guess I was thinking about this because that's what I do, and it's weird to me how often you will get a story. I guess I should have gone through here and made sure I scrapped everything that I'm not gonna want. It's weird how often you go through a story and um and it's just like they don't earn necessarily what happens. And so I feel like someone needs to take a step back in the world of movies, and they need to realize that um, things need to be earned. uh, and it feels like a lot of movies are just like, here's scenes, we sort of connect them together, so there's a story, but then there's no earned, and so things just happen. And so I wish things were a little more, here's why, and instead of here's what happens. Um, and so this one was like it was weird. It was definitely weird, and the um, it's about this guy. Well, no, technically it was about this woman, and she's getting married to this guy, and he's rich, and it's their wedding day, and so they go, and he tells her they should just leave, and she says no. They're gonna stay for the wedding, and um, oh, 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 and he comes from a wealthy family who, I'm not gonna lie, I assume they make board games or that kind of stuff. I'm gonna assume. I honestly am not sure. I know they're big into board games and things like that, but I'm not sure if that's why they're wealthy. Well, I know why they're wealthy, but I'm not sure if that's the product that their family is famous for. I think it is, but don't quote me on that. And so they show her family's all a little quirky, or his family's a little quirky, and then uh, they at midnight uh, they bring them all to a room, and they tell a story about the founder of the family. Uh, the founder of the family, was he shipwrecked? Something. Something like that. Anyways, maybe he was on a lifeboat, and he was with a man named Mr. LeBall. And um they made a wager, and the results of the wager was whatever the founding member guy wanted, Mr. LeBall would financially back him. And so I think it was to make games. And so I don't know why I stopped to even fight this guy. See, even my spear is like, why did you stop to fight this guy? And so there's a weird puzzle box thing, and they put in a blank card every time there's a new add-on to the family, through marriage, I guess. And then they pull the card. You know what? The show actually opens with the family, like, okay. The show, I forgot. The show opened with the family hunting the groom of one of the characters, and shooting him with bows, or maybe crossbows. And that's how the show opened. And then it jumped forward to present day. And then and so then they go in and they pull the card, and for whatever reason, and this is I don't understand, they didn't explain. They put in a blank card, and then the box does something, and then it spits out a card with a game on it. And all the games are just regular games. Okay, this is retrieve the supplies. All the games are regular games. I mean, I want the loot, I guess. Unless you draw hide and seek. And then for whatever reason, when they play hide and seek, that means you have to hunt down the person, kill them, and sacrifice them. Oh, that's a snake. It was just laying there, and I thought it was a bag. I should probably loot his sneaky goodness. Although sneaky goodness could have had a little more animal fat on it. Thanks, sneaky goodness. So, of course they're like, ooh, what if they're talking to her fiance, and they're like, are you going to be able to do what's necessary if she draws that card? And, okay. Not what I expected to be in there. And so of course she draws hide and seek, and so they tell her she has to go hide, and she goes to hide, and then she waits a little while, and she's like, "This is boring. I'm not gonna hide in a dumbwaiter all night." Oh, there used to be I mean, maybe not on this one, but there used to be grave caskets. Caskets is the word, not grave. Caskets. And so yeah, so the rest of the movie is just them basically running around, running around, killing each other. But yeah, they don't. It's very weird. It's very weird. It looks like there's a sequel coming. I don't even know how that's possible. Um, but it's because I noticed that now that I've watched it, there's like this see the special preview for Ready or Not 2. I'm like, okay. Um, all right, there must be some stairs in the back here. Not in the kitchen. Ah, you're in the staff room. But so they've got this weird, like, I just don't know. It kind of felt like they didn't know where they were going with the show. For one thing, there's a couple of funny parts where the daughter accidentally kills people. And there's like three staff members who are brought in. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, you must have fallen from up above? Or I just was blind and didn't see that person? I don't know. What's this here? It's like a tiny... Okay, where did you come from? Are people coming from up here, or... Are they wandering up from down below? What is going on? I'm almost dead because random zombies are just appearing. I hear zombies. There are no openings up here. Okay, can I please just search these things? No. Where did you come from? Where did that guy come from? Wow. I think that breaks my quest. Where'd that guy come from? I feel like there was some cheating going on there. Anyways. Yeah, so they got the family. Like I said, is very weird. And the problem is that like the father seems like a rich dude, but his wife is definitely not from the rich type of people. And then his sister is definitely from the rich type of people. And then her fiance was the one they were hunting in the initial scene of the show. And then like the three adult kids seem like rich people. And then each of their spouses. Well, the one guy seems like he could be, but the wife of the brother definitely wasn't, and then the main character wasn't, and I couldn't tell from the snide comments if like these people were specifically marrying people with no families because of the game. I couldn't tell. And that way if they disappear nobody cares kind of a thing. And it was weird that hide and seek was the one game that mattered, and they never explained why. They never explained it, and I just like, okay, I don't know why Old Maid, right? The one guy's like, I got Old Maid. Okay, so as long as you don't get hide and seek, it's just a board game or a card game. But if you get hide and seek, then you have to get sacrificed before dawn, or else the entire family dies. Never explained it. And they never really got into Mr. LeBall. And clearly he was the devil. And but they didn't really get into it. And then they go through the whole thing. And they kill off all the staff. I don't know if they kill off any of the family members, honestly, throughout the whole thing. And then at the very end, the woman,
Is it beer 30 yet?
the woman, she,
I don't like you. Get moving, jackass. This don't pay by
she survives, of course, to morning. And then they're standing there, and they're all beat up, cut up, whatever, from all the fighting they've been doing. And then they're like, look, nothing happened. And then I think they did kill somebody before that point. And then they all just start bursting. They just explode. And again, nothing's really explained. I'm just like, this movie was okay, I guess. Parts that were funny. Like I said, they did kind of a little funny thing with the sister, um, where she accidentally killed two of the staff members. Um, but I don't know. Again, I felt like that maybe they should have put more story into their movie. And just a little less pointless. There's like a scene in there where I was just like, all right, let's move it along. Where the bride goes and will this stay once I close down my game? The bride goes through and tears a broken, randomly broken piece off the wrought iron fence, and then tries to go through the gap, but she goes through it in a way that the like she can clearly fit through the gap, and if she'd gone sideways head first lower, nothing would have happened. But because she tried to go through standing up, there's a part where there's two metal prongs sticking out, and so they somehow cut her on one side, and it was like very slow and cut her all the way across the entire back. I'm just like, yeah, they could have picked up the pace a little bit on some of these scenes where they're just showing gore. Or the scene where she got shot in the hand. I guess those are the only two real scenes, and they just took forever. But I don't know, maybe they could just add it a little bit to the show to put some storyline into it. Instead of just running around. It wasn't even hide and seek. It wasn't even hide and seek at that point. Nobody was hiding. I don't understand. But yeah. He was alright. I like Shield better. Alright, with that, be running small things, leave the light. I will talk to you later.